Today we're going to talk about the 3 best strategies that are working right now to attract coaching clients who are qualified, have money, and hopefully want to work with you. See, one of the biggest problems that coaches are having is they can attract people, but they're not qualified. So they're getting lots of calls booked, they're talking to people, and these people are like, well, I'd love to work with you. Your coaching sounds amazing, but I just don't have the money, or can you call me back in a week, or can we start next month, or in 6 months, or in a year, or they're just not showing up. And it's like frustrating. Not only is it frustrating, it's very demoralizing. And then when you spend money on ads or whatever it is you're spending money on or doing whatever it is you're doing, it's really hard to keep the motivation going to being like, I keep attracting these bad people and I don't know why. So what I want to do right now is share with you 3 strategies that are working right now to attract high ticket coaching clients. Okay. And third one is the most important. So the first thing we want to do is we want to micro target. And this strategy is working like never before. It's great and it really helps differentiate you from competition. Because as you've probably realized, the market is oversaturated. Right now, every coaching niche is full of people. So one of the things that I've found helpful with a lot of the clients I've worked with over the years, I've worked with 1,300 coaching clients. And one of the things that I've found is helpful is niching down to only the qualified people. Let me give you an example of this. A lot of coaches, let's say, are a health coach, okay? And they're a coach who's helping women, for example, who want to lose 30 pounds. Well, there's thousands of coaches like that, right? Like they're everywhere. And so by niching yourself down, you want to target, well, who are the people of that niche who have the money? Okay, well, that's going to be potentially, hypothetically, women 45 plus who are professionals who want to lose at least 30 pounds, who are, who have already done certain things, already tried personal trainers, already tried maybe hormone stuff, all that kind of stuff. What have they tried, and what differentiates them from people who are quote unqualified or broke? Okay, so that's the first thing. And how you do that is we got to do 2 things at once. First of all, we got to attract the qualified people, and we got to disqualify the unqualified people without being like in their face. So for example, if you run an ad on Facebook and you're like, this is only for people who make $100,000 a year, what's going to happen is the percentage of people who click on your ad will plummet, and you'll get a lot of hate mail on the comments of people who are just mad. Okay, so yes, you want qualified people in this scenario, but the problem, if you do it wrong, you're not going to get those people. Plus, it's going to cause you a lot of problems. And when your click-through rate on your ad drops, that means your cost per click skyrockets, and it doesn't make it work. So we want to go all in on the who, and that will automatically disqualify the unqualified person. So for example, if we're talking about niching down, it's basically, are you a woman 45 plus who's a professional, probably making 6 figures a year, working 50 plus hours a week. You're too busy to go to the gym. You're having to eat bad because of all the travel you're doing, all the business meetings you're doing. You're getting home late at night. You're super exhausted. You don't know what else to do. And none of the things like personal trainers, meal plans, or anything has worked. So do you see what I did? I completely micro-targeted, niched way down. And then the symptoms that woman is experiencing are completely unique, meaning if somebody is working like the night shift at a fast food restaurant, they're not going to be interested or drawn into that situation. They're not working 56 hours a week. They're not like using meal planners and trainers and all that. They got a $15 a month gym membership. So do you see how powerful that is? Micro niching, because what do you need in order to add 10 to 50,000 a month in coaching income? You don't need a ton of clients. So micro niching is the best way to do that. Now, that brings us to the second best thing is Facebook ads AI. Facebook ads artificial intelligence has never been better. It is unbelievable how powerful it is and how it can help you find your ideal client like never before. Here's why it's working so well. Really, it's 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is there's a lot of your ideal clients have now been on Facebook for like a decade, right? People have been there for a really long time, and Facebook's been compiling all that data. So they know who your ideal client is. They know what they're clicking on. They know what they're doing, all that kind of stuff. And then second of all, the evolution of artificial intelligence. Those things have merged together to make it better than ever before with running your ads. And the old way of running ads on Facebook used to be finding interest groups. So you find these little interest groups. So for example, we'll stick with the weight loss thing. You'd target women interested in weight loss. You'd target women interested in maybe certain authors who are writing weight loss books and stuff like that. And you'd build out these targeting campaigns, and then you'd run an ad. Well, the thing is now, that's not really doing much. Here's why. Because what's happening is the AI knows your people. How does it know your people? Well, it's actually super straightforward. You want to run a broader campaign and give it more room, and then based on the people who are registering, what's happening is Facebook will go find more of the people who look like the people who are registering. And you think about it, right? They have all this data on those people, plus the artificial intelligence. So it's behind the scenes going, okay, Jason just registered me, and so let's find more of the people who look like Jason. And it's constantly doing that, looping around, constantly finding more of the right people. Super powerful, never been better, and it's only going to get more and more powerful. So think about if you combine those two things that I just showed you, how much easier it would be to attract clients who have money. Now, before we get to number 3, I need you to do one thing. Hit the subscribe button on this video. Why I want you to hit that subscribe button is because if you do, you're going to get access to my upcoming videos. I have a lot of videos coming out on what's working in the coaching space to get clients. I've spent almost $3 million in the last 3 years of my own money on getting coaching clients, so you get to know what's working, what's not working, strategies, new things that are happening. And like I said, over the last number of years, I've coached over 1,300 coaches. So you're getting access to all the data, all the training for free. So what I need you to do, hit that subscribe button, and so that you're going to be notified about all the upcoming training. Now, as far as what is the third thing that's working like I've never seen before, it is high consumption based content like an automated / evergreen webinar. Now, here's why this is working better than ever before. Coaches are very well known to take people from an ad, from an article, from wherever you get them, some of your Facebook group, all that kind of stuff, driving them to a page with a calendar. And then that calendar books them in, and away you go. Here's what you need to understand. That strategy worked like 5 years ago, in 2018, 2019, bit of 2020. It doesn't work. Nobody's getting excited about booking coaching calls, okay? They just aren't. In the old days, they used to be, because they're like, wow, okay, I'm going to do that. That's exciting. Let's see what this person has. Now they're getting bombarded with coaching calls, so they're not doing it. So what do we do instead? What you want to do is drive them to an automated webinar that starts every 15 minutes. We found that's the most effective. Gives them time to get ready, get registered, get on, and then they watch it. And here's why it's so powerful right now. The consumption rates are sky high. My consumption rate, meaning my show up rate to my webinar, is between 70 to 80% of cold traffic. The average webinar right now has, for most people, it's like 20% of the registrations show up. So, but if you do it right, you can get super high consumption rates. So 70, 80% of the people come on and consume a 45-minute webinar. Think how powerful that is. Because then when they get to the end, they book a call. I mean, they're in, they get you, they're interested, they've been warmed up, and they're excited. I've got some clients who are doing somewhere around 80, 90% show up rates, okay? Compare that to PDFs, downloads, and Google Docs, and all these other low value things that nobody downloads, all right? So what I want you to do is start implementing these 3 things. Now, I have something also very powerful for you. I have a free upcoming webinar on the 300-word Facebook ad system and snowball strategy that I use to scale my coaching business that's working right now to find affluent coaching clients on Facebook starting on a small budget. So what I want you to do is click the link in the description or in the first pinned post there. Get registered for that webinar. It's free and it's coming up. And what you're going to do is you're going to discover exactly what's working right now on Facebook ads to get coaching clients, how to automate them so you don't have to spend hardly any time at all, how the AI is working to hand deliver coaches qualified clients who want to buy, how you can start on a small budget without taking a ton of risk, how to scale your coaching business, all the myths and mistakes coaches are making right now that is costing them thousands upon thousands of dollars, missed opportunities, and what's working now. Also, what the mistakes all the other gurus are saying that they're teaching that is dead wrong. So click the link in the pinned post or in the description, and we will see you on that webinar.